Hi friends, it's Chaplain Jordan Henricks here with the pastor's team at JFK Memorial Chapel. Last week at our service we looked at specifically Matthew 12 and the context in which Jesus with his disciples is walking through the grain fields on the Sabbath, and they're hungry and they find something to eat, and in total accordance with the law they take some grain and enjoy a meal. They're criticized after by the Pharisees as having transgressed the boundaries of the law, and Jesus points out that they haven't in many ways, and that the Pharisees are looking down on him in a way and criticizing them in a way that's not right and not fair. This is a unique passage. I think we have a glimpse of the difference between grace and mercy, and specifically what it means to be merciless in this passage. Oftentimes, grace is described as receiving something that you don't deserve, usually in the positive sense. Mercy is often described as not receiving what you do deserve. Usually that's associated with not receiving negative consequences that you probably are deserving of. So what is merciless? Well, merciless is, in that sense, receiving something that you either deserve or over and above what you deserve, usually as a negative consequence. In many ways, that makes someone who is gracious the complete and polar opposite of someone who is merciless. Someone who's gracious gives something that is not deserved in the positive, whereas someone who's merciless gives something that is not deserved in the negative. Friends, when we think about Sabbath, when we think about what it means to practice Sabbath, we can sometimes err on the side of being critical, judgmental, very much like the Pharisees are in Matthew 12. Who are merciless in many ways because they don't regard and have any regard for the circumstances and the unique characteristics of the people that they're in conversation with or that they're criticizing. We're in a unique time right now in the context of the coronavirus threat. And we're faced with the question, what does it mean to practice Sabbath? What does it mean to experience God's rest and restoration when we can't join together physically as a community, when we can't worship together in the same place? We're doing our best as a pastor's team at JFK Chapel to provide some resources for you all and to connect with you. But I encourage you, invite you to continue to reflect, to continue to find ways where you as a family, as a person, where we as a community can connect with one another, that we can practice Sabbath, that we can experience God's restoration, that we might commune with Him, commune with one another, even if it's digital or via social media, and find ways to just reach out and let one another know we care as we continue to be restored and reconciled to God, experiencing the goodness of His salvation.